Hello, everybody watching. My name is Austin Korgard. I'm from LARP in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I am 15 years old. What I do for a living right now is go to school. And I'm in high school. I'm a freshman. School is boring. Most people should think school is boring because school is boring. My lifestyle is like I don't have any kids because I'm not married, which I'm not old enough yet. I like a lot of electronics. I have my own laptop, a Wii, an Xbox 360, tons of games, a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Advanced, two huge flat screens. I want to be getting a 3DS. Yeah, oh, cameras too. Yeah, I like cameras too. I like making films with my cameras. Yeah. How do I prepare for LARP? What I do on a Sunday morning before I go LARPing, usually I go to church. I'm a Lutheran, but on a Sunday morning when I don't go to church to hear the Word of God, I gather my materials like my weapons and such, as you see behind me. I don't bring them all to every event. That'd be a lot to carry. Yeah. I also play video games like Legend of Zelda, Lord of the Rings, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings Online. You know, really any game that is fantasy that gets me in the mood to fight with swords and bows. You know? Yeah, that's how I prepare for a LARP. What went into creating my character? When I was creating my character, I chose something I liked. I liked hobbits, which are from Lord of the Rings, which I really like Lord of the Rings. So I chose hobbits. For my class, I chose ranger. Well, Aragorn. He's a ranger, and he's a great leader, which he didn't know it until the end of the movie. I chose ranger because Aragorn's a ranger, which he's awesome, and because they use bows and double wielding, which that's also cool. And they're really a ranger could really be anything. It's a wanderer. They don't really live anywhere in particular. So that's what went into creating my character. For my costume, I got my vest, my dress shirt, my dress pants, which I had to shorten up. Got those three things all from Goodwill, for like $8. It's really cheap. It's easy to find your costume at Goodwill. They got a lot of good stuff. My cape, I had to go to a fabric store to get fabric to make my cape. That cost maybe another $5. Then all the stuff back here, I made all by myself and painted some stuff, my banner and my shield. Yeah, it cost me maybe $40 to $50, and I got materials left over for more stuff to make. You know, playing LARP is not expensive; it's cheap. You don't need to buy this $200 costume and then authentic LARP stuff that look really cool. They buy offline. You don't need it. No one's gonna judge you because you have this stuff. You know, just because you have maybe a sword that costs $5 to make, no one's gonna judge you. Or a costume you got at Goodwill. You know, it doesn't matter what you use. It matters that you're having fun with your friends. That's the real thing that matters. And I hope you join us at YLARP. Why do I like to LARP? I like to LARP because I love the medieval Renaissance time period. I also like to fight with swords and axes and such over here, as you can see, is my assortment of weapons. Because it takes you have more honor killing someone with one of these medieval weapons than you have with a sword. I mean, with a gun. Anyone can pull a trigger. Bam, you're dead. That's not very exciting. To kill someone with one of these actually takes skills. You gotta have skills to kill someone with a sword, an axe, or whatever medieval weapon you're using. I also like to LARP because I get to meet new people. I just get to go with my friends and have a great time. I get out in nature. I get to see nature as once. You people just need to drop your video games or electronics and just go outside and be with nature. Join a LARP because we spend almost 95% of our time out in nature. In the Renaissance and medieval time, you didn't have electronics. So let's go back to that time period and be out in nature, getting fresh air where you should be. People also think LARP is for nerds or it's retarded or whatever you say it is. It's not. We're not like D&D where we sit at a table with a bunch of nerds or geeks or whatever you're going to call us and roll dice and write stuff on a piece of paper and move little figures. You yourself are the character. You make your character what you want it to be. You can be bad, you can be good, you can be an elf, you can be an undead, you can be a ranger, you could be a necromancer, whatever you want that we have to provide, you can be it. All you gotta do is use a little thing God gave you as your imagination. Use that, and you'll have lots of fun LARPing with us. The way I found LARP was one day in late July, early August. I was watching role models on demand, and they had a sort of LARP called Lair. I'm not sure what each letter stands for, but you can Google it. But what I did was I also Googled Lair places to play Lair near Sheboygan, Wisconsin, because that's where YLARP is. Didn't come up with anything except for a place down south. So I also found places and videos that said LARP, which must have been the same thing as Lair. As I was watching videos on it, it looked like the same thing. So I Googled places to LARP in Sheboygan, near Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and YLARP's Facebook page came up. So I joined it and asked when the next event was. Well, they never actually did an event until I came along and asked them when the first event was. So I had asked them when the first event was. So we had it at in August. I don't know what day though. At Evergreen. It was just me, Odin, and our tenant at the time. That was our first event. We just did a couple of sparring and then went home. It was fun. Then we had like 2 weeks later we had another event at Maywood, which you call our Maywood Realm now, which got more people. But that day we also got Evan. I think his name's Evanator. Yeah, he joined too. He hasn't been to an event in a while. But yeah, that's how I came to LARP.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Bucky Gamgee from Wisconsin Live Action Role Playing here in the Maywood Realm. You might know me as the guy who dies a lot or the guy who runs fast. Yeah, I'm basically called a runner. No one can catch me. I'm fast, but I also die a lot. So I die a lot. Who cares? I go to the graveyard and resurrect. Okay, the world that my character inhabits, I'm a hobbit, so I'm come from Lord of the Rings, from Middle Earth. My character, he's a son of, Sam Gamgee. He had a son, so I took that and made a Bucky Gamgee. Just changed the name. Yeah, I inhabit that world. I basically in that world that no one likes me anymore in the Shire, because I got a lot of them killed by accident in battle. So I just wander around, attacking goblins. So I just keep the weak and the young safe. This, hold on, let me get my breath. It's hard defending my zone. This will be the Men of the West zone number 4. I only need 4 people to claim it. Hoping to claim it this spring. And what you are looking at down here and stuff around you is basically a 3rd graveyard, which is in our zone. So when we die in our zone, we just come to the graveyard right here. So that's another good advantage about our zone. And it's not too far from the other 2 zones which is claimed. This zone will be called, once we capture it, will be called a kebab. It was thought up of by Veals, our army general. And this, yeah, is our zone. It's not that big. You don't need it to be too big. You just need a nice sized zone that you can protect. Oh, hey guys, it's you guys again. Yeah, remember me? I'm Bucky Gamgee. My character's role and purpose is to be a leader of great things. To show people that you can do anything, any size, any person. All you gotta do is think of it, use your mind. If you can think of it, you can do it. I also am the leader of Men of the West. Me, I don't care if we lose or we die. We just go back to the graveyard. Basically, have a great time. You die, you don't lose anything. Maybe except for an XP band, but you can get that back. My purpose is to be a person that people can look up, say, hey, I want to be that guy. I want to be him when I'm older. That's the kind of person I want to be. I want to be a role model for younger people when I'm older. Okay, what makes my character unique is that I'm a hobbit and I'm a ranger, which there's probably not going to be much hobbits in our realm. I'm probably going to be the only hobbit for a very long time, and you're probably not going to see much hobbit rangers because it's more of a human class. I had to beg them to have hobbits, let them have the hobbits be a ranger. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to be a ranger. I'd either have to change my class or my race, and that would have sucked. Another unique thing about me is I'm a leader of great things, and I lead huge armies into battle. You won't see much hobbits doing that. It's more of a human or an elf doing that, because they're more of a high honor. You don't see much hobbits doing any much battling. So that's another thing that makes my character unique.